Nivasa, Shayya, Asana, Paduka, Amshuka. When Bhagavan stands, he is the holy sandals. When he sits, he is the Shingasana. Kantaste Purushottamaha Phanipati Shayya. Then another service. Asanam, Vahanam, Vedatma Vihageshwaraha. Mahalakshmi's Asanam and Vahanam is none other than Garuda himself. Vedatma Vihageshwaraha. Vihaga, bird. Vihageshwaraha, the king of all birds. Vedatma Vihageshwaraha. Garuda is an embodiment of all the Vedas. Vedatma Vihageshwaraha. Suparanosi Garutma. Vedas and Garuda, they do the same service. When we read through the Vedas, we learn about Paramatma. So Vedas bring Paramatma close to us. If you are not able to learn about Paramatma through the Vedas, because we are not so much mental, we are only physical, then Garuda completes the service. He brings Paramatma physically close to us. So the Vedas bring him mentally close to us, whereas Garuda brings him physically close to us. The rendu சேர்ந்துதான் Vedatma Vihageshwaraha Yavanika Maya Jaganmokini. So Kantaste Purushottamaha Phanipati Shayya Asanam Vahanam Vedatma Vihageshwaraha. Wherever you go to a Vishnu temple, you would find Garuda Dhwaja. Asanam, Vahanam. Garuda is the seat for Paramatma. Vahanam. He is the vehicle to transport Paramatma, and also he stands as an emblem. Garuda Dhwaja is the one that identifies a Vishnu temple. When you enter, you find Garuda Dhwaja, and in all four corners of the compound wall, you will find Garuda figures. Asanam, Vahanam, Vedatma Vihageshwaraha. Yavanika Maya Jaganmokini. As Mahalakshmi is the queen, she stays in an Antahpuram. Antahpuram must have a screen. All cannot go and have the darshan of queen. You will have to wait in the queue. There is a screen before Mahalakshmi. That screen is not stitched of cloth. That screen is not stitched of silken cloth, but is made of Moola Prakriti. The primordial cause of this universe is Moola Prakriti. Moola Prakriti by itself is the screen which hides Mahalakshmi from us. We cannot have the darshan of Mahalakshmi or Sriman Narayana as it hinders. It's an obstacle. It stops our vision. Yavanika is a screen. Maya Jaganmokini. Maya, the great illusionary. When I say illusionary, it does not mean Moola Prakriti does not exist, but it means it has so much power that it is able to hide Paramatma from our sight. Yavanika Maya Jaganmokini. Jaganmohanam, that confuses every one of these Jivatmas. Jaganmokini. When we see Paramatma, do we realize it? Do we realize that He created us? We are a part and parcel of Paramatma. Our only motto, our objective is to reach Vaikuntham. We don't realize all this. So that which stops my realization is this Yavanika. It screens. It never allows me to know more. Alva says, Munnir Nyalam Padatta Yan Mugil Vandane, Annal Nithanda Akkayin Vadi Udalven. Munnir Nyalam Padatta. This Sagara, big ocean, is known as Munnir, as it is filled with Archunir, Urchunir, Vetchunir. All the water from river reaches ocean. Archunir, Urchunir. There are springs beneath the ocean. Urchunir, Vetchunir, rainwater. Archunir, Urchunir, Vetchunir is Munnir. Munnir Nyalam Padatta Yan Mugil Vandane. This ocean made of all these three waters together, and this universe is surrounded by this ocean. Nyalam Padatta Yan Mugil Vandane. You created me with an objective for me to reach you. Whereas, forgetting that objective, I went by all my own wishes. I was pulled and pushed by my body. I was so mental, I was so physical, and I only spent my life in satisfying my material pleasures. Nyalam Padatta Yan Mugil Vandane, Annal Nithanda Akkayin Vadi Udalven. This is all the ill doings of Moola Prakriti. Where do you find Moola Prakriti? It's his primordial cause. It is a cause of even Prithvi, Appu, Tejas, Vayu, Akasha. We see Panchabhutams, that we are able to see. With the naked eye, you can see Prithvi, Apu, Tejas, Vayu, Akasha, but you cannot see Mula Prakriti. Mula Prakriti is even the cause of this Panchabhuta. You can see it in a form. Mula Prakriti transforms. It undergoes a change and finally stops with our Sharira. This Sharira, this body itself is made of Mula Prakriti. Hence this is known as Prakrita. Prakriti is the primordial cause. This is Prakrita. A product of Prakriti is Prakrita. Mula Prakriti is the screen that hides Mahalakshmi from us, that hides Sriman Narayana from us. Yavanika, Maya, Jaganmohini. It confuses me totally. When I go and have darshan of Mahalakshmi, I think she is in the deity form, she is an idol form. She will not have the same strength or vigor or brilliance as in Shivaikuntha. What makes me get that wrong impression? It is this Mula Prakriti and Prakrita. Ramanuja confirms this. This is Mula Prakriti. Bhagavat Swarupa Tirodhanakarin. Bhagavat Swarupa Tirodhanakarin. Tirodhana, hiding. Mula Prakriti hides my vision. It hinders. As if you have cataract, your vision is not good. So now this is the cataract. This screen stops me from rightly realizing Mahalakshmi and Paramatma. What is that we have to do? Daivi Shesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Durattaya Mamevaye Prapadyante Maya Metam Tarantite. Krishna in Gita narrates this. Daivi Shesha Gunamayi. Gunamayi. Mula Prakriti is full of Sattva, Rajas and Tamo Guna. Mama Maya Durattaya. That is my Maya, the great Maya. Durattaya. You can never cross that. Mama Maya Durattaya. Arjuna lost hope. He said, if you have told this verse at the beginning of Gita, we could have stopped this conversation even. There is no point in now communicating. Once you confirm that I cannot reach you by all means, by any means, there is no point in continuing. But Krishna quickly added, Daivi Khesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratyaya. Yes, it is true. By your independent efforts, you cannot reach me. You cannot cross this ocean of samsara. But with my divine grace, you can of course cross. Mamevaye Prapadyante. Whoever surrenders to me unconditionally, Mameva ye prapadyante, yetam mayam tarantite. They cross this maya samsara. Yetam mayam tarantite. So here is Mahalakshmi, who she is hidden behind Yavanika Maya. Yavanika Mula Prakriti is the screen that hides Mahalakshmi from us. Now our job is to remove the screen. With the grace of our Acharya, prostrate before her, get the confidence, she will mediate, move on to Sriman Narayana, surrender again and get moksha. So our job is to remove the screen now. Let us try and remove. Kovulla Nityan Tara Podatam Buduva. Adala Kashtan Lad Potukuto, and a Prakriti Tara Modra Tikutakuda, Yavanika Maya Jaganmohini, Brahme Shadi, Suravrajastha Daitastad Dasa Dasi Ganaha. Till now in this shloka, Alavandar talked about Nitya Vibhuti. There are two Vibhutis. These are two wealths to Sriman Narayana. One is the eternal wealth, the permanent world Nitya Vibhuti, which is Vaikuntha. The other is the temporary world, which is Leela Vibhuti. Bhagavan possesses both these worlds. One is Leela Vibhuti, other is Nitya Vibhuti. This is 1/3 in size, rather 1/4 in size. Nitya Vibhuti is thrice the size of Leela Vibhuti. Padosya Vishwabhutani Tripadasyamartan Divi Tripadur No Udait Purushaha. 1/4 is Leela Vibhuti and 3/4 is Nitya Vibhuti. Together, Bhagavan is known as Ubhaya Vibhuti Nayaka. Mahalakshmi is Ubhaya Vibhuti Nayaka, Yavanika Maya Jaganmohini, Brahmeshadi. Now, after this portion in the shloka, in the second half of the shloka, Alavandar would talk about the material wealth, that is, Leela Vibhuti Yoga of Mahalakshmi. In the first part of the shloka, he talked about Nitya Vibhuti Yoga. Now on he talks about Leela Vibhuti Yoga. Earlier he told about Kantaste Purushottamaha. Purushottama is a Nitya Vibhuti. Phanipati Shayya Adishesha is a Nitya Suri. Asanam Vahanam Vedatma Vihegeshwara Garuda is a Nitya Suri. So having talked about Garuda, Adishesha and Purushottama, he has completed narrating about Nitya Vibhuti. Now he moves on to Leela Vibhuti. Brahma, Ishadi, Suravrajaha, Sadaitaha, Tvaddasa Dasi Ganaha. Brahmeshadi, beginning from Brahma, Isha, Indra, Kubera, Varuna. All the entire lot of Devas, the galaxy of Devas. Suravraja, Sadaitaha, along with their consorts, along with their wives. Suravraja, Sadaitaha. Tvaddasa Dasi Ganaha. They are all your servants. They are in absolute servitude towards you. They are waiting for your command to serve you. Tvaddasa Dasi Ganaha. And you are called as Shri. Shririttevacha Namate. Bhagavati. Brumaha Katam Stvamvayam Namate. Your epithet is Shri. The word Shri stands for different meanings. Shrayate, Shriyate, Shrunoti, Shravayati, Shrinati, Shrinati. There are 6 different interpretations for this word Shri. Shri, Shrayate, Shri Mahalakshmi. She prostrates to Paramatma Narayana. She bows down before him. And we all prostrate and plead to Mahalakshmi. Shrayate, she as Mahalakshmi goes and bows down before Narayana. Shriyate, we as Jivatmas and her children, we all prostrate before her. So she is our master, she is our queen, and Bhagavan in turn is the master for Mahalakshmi. This is known as Eka Una Sheshitvam. Eka Una, one less. Sheshitvam, mastery. One less mastery. One less is Mahalakshmi is not a master, she is not a queen to Paramatma, but leaving him one less in this entire prapancham except for one Brahman, Narayana, she is the queen of all of us. Asa Ishana Jagataha, Vishnu Patni. She is Vishnu Patni, Jagataha Ishana, the queen and the controller of this entire universe. Asa Ishana Jagataha, Vishnu Patni, Vishnu's beloved wife. So here Alavanda says that Brahmeshadi Suravraja Sadaitaha Tvaddasa Dasi Ganaha Shrihi. You are known as Shrihi because Shrayate, you go and surrender to Paramatma. Shriyate, we all surrender to you. There are 2 interpretations. All the words in Sanskrit are born from roots. Dhatu, Dhatu, Nishalu. Dhatu lerna or varte varum. Shriyate, Ataha Shrihi. Shrayate, iti Shrihi. Shrunoti, she listens to all our complaints. When we go and plead to her, we have to confess. We confess. இது நாள் வரைக்கும் இத்தனை தப்பு பண்ணியிருக்கேன். எங்கள் தகப்பனார் வேடிக்கையாக சொல்லுவார், தமிழில் சொல்றேன். ஒரு வைத்தியர்கிட்ட போனோம்னா எல்லாத்தையும் மறக்காம சொல்லணும், மறைக்காம சொல்லணும், மறுக்காம சொல்லணும். அவர் ஏதாவது தப்பு பண்ணியான்னு கேட்டா இல்லைன்னு கற்பப்படும். பண்ணோம்னா பண்ணோன்னு ஒத்துணும். மறைக்க கூடாது, இல்லை இல்லைன்னு சொல்லக்கூடாது, மறக்கவே கூடாது. நமக்கு ஏதாவது ஒரு ஆபத்து இருந்திருக்குன்னா, ஆமா அன்னைக்கு கால் இடறித்து விழுந்தேன், இந்த இடத்துல அடிபட்டது, ஒருவேளை அதுதான் இப்ப இருக்கணுமோன்னு ஒத்துக்கணும். மறக்காமல், மறுக்காமல், மறைக்காமல் confess பண்ணணுமோ இல்லையோ. So we go and confess before Mahalakshmi, எதையும் மறக்கலை. This is a list of all my sins, but unfortunately the list is too long. அதனால நம்ம கொடுக்கறதே இல்லை. We don't submit a list, we just confess. Shrunoti, she listens patiently to this entire list. Then Shravayati, not that she transmits or forwards this list to him. If that happens, that would be the last day. We will not get anything after that. She never forwards, she filters. இதை நம்ம கண்டிப்பா ஒரு இமெயிலையும் பண்ணணும். Today email is a mess. It's a menace. You find emails, whether it is good or bad, we immediately forward to hundreds of people. We need to stop that. If there is some content which is not good to the well-being of human beings, we need to filter them. Stop there. முதல்ல நமக்கு தேவையானதை படிக்கணும். We don't have enough time left in this samsara. We have little time to know more and more about Brahman. We can't afford to waste time. These emails will definitely make you waste time. So better be prepared, be very choosy. If the source is good, read. If the source is not good, forget it, let it go to the trash can. That's what we can. So Pirati has practiced this time immemorial before, not today. We all confess. She has a list. She never forwards this list to Paramatma. If she does, then we had it. She never even opens her mouth. She filters it totally and makes it, transforms it to a beautiful confession and goes, places it before Bhagavan. He looks at it. I don't believe that this Jivatma has so much goodness in him. Has he ever done any punya? Now for the glances of Mahalakshmi, Bhagavan Narayana looking at Mahalakshmi, and she is so much absorbed in the beauty of Mahalakshmi that he does not even want to see us. He signs, yes, approved and forgiven. So he forgives everything that we have done. Shrihi, Shrunoti, she listens to us. Shravayati, does not make Bhagavan listen to the same list. Shravayati, but makes him listen to a better filtered list. Shrunoti, Shravayati. The last two, Shrinati, Shrinati, Shrinati. She removes all our sins. Shrinati. But for that we cannot reach him. If one needs to reach Vaikuntha, we will have to shed all the papa and punya, which Pirati does. Shrinati, Shrinati, and reaches us by hand. She holds our hand, takes us to Paramatma, makes us prostrate before him, and requests him to grant moksham, which Peruman promptly does. So we have 6 interpretations. Shrayate, Shriyate, Shrunoti, Shravayati, Shrinati, Shrinati, Ataha, Shrihi. So if one letter can have these many interpretations, oh Mahalakshmi, when am I going to complete the entire glories? I would not. Shririttevacha namate Bhagavati. Bhagavati, Bhagavan is Narayana. Bhagavati is Sri Mahalakshmi. What does this name stand for? The meaning for this is another 6 now. Earlier we saw 6 in Shrihi. Bhagavan, Bhagavan, Bha, Ga, Va. There are 3 letters. Anu, Bha, Ga, Va, Anu. One who possesses Bha, Ga and Va is Bhagavan. Possesses what? Bha stands for 2 attributes. Ga, another 2. Va, last 2. Jnana Bala, Aishwarya Virya, Shakti Tejas. These are the 6 unparalleled qualities of Narayana. Jnana is knowledge. He is omniscient, so he is full of knowledge. Jnana Bala is strength. He is able to bear this entire universe in his body. Bala. Aishwarya, wealth, the controlling wealth. He controls this entire universe. When I mentioned Aishwarya, it does not mean just money wealth. The real wealth is controlling power. He is Ishvara. He is the one who commands and directs. That is his wealth. Aishwarya. Jnana, Bala, Aishwarya, Virya. Virya is vigor, virility. Shakti is power. Tejas is brilliance. As Bhagavan has all these 6 qualities, so does Mahalakshmi. She has all these 6. He is Bhagavan, a masculine word. She is Bhagavati, a feminine word. So the feminine gender of Bhagavan is Bhagavati. Shririttevacha namate Bhagavati Brumaha Katham Stvam Vayam. How are we going to sing your glory? We cannot. We'll be unsuccessful. But still, to purify our tongue, I am going to continue. Why do we continue praising him? Not because we can complete our mission, but to purify our rotten tongue, our dirty tongue, we will have to sing her praise. Kantaste Purushottamaha Phanipati Shayya Asanam Vahanam Vedatma Vihageshwara Yavanika Maya Jaganmohini Brahmeshadi Sura Vrajas Sadaita Tadasa Dasi Ganaha Shririttevacha Namate Bhagavati Brumaha Katham Stvam Vayam. Taittiriya Upanishad says the same thing. Yato Vacho Nivartante Aprapya Manasasaha. Vacho Nivartante. When we start talking about Paramatma, they return unsuccessfully. Yataha, from where? Vacho nivartante. Yato vacho nivartante. Aprapya manasasaha. Bhagavan cannot be attained through your manas. He cannot be grasped or comprehended through your sensual organs. We cannot talk about him, we will fail. We cannot meditate on him, we will fail. Manas, Vak, Agochara. Agochara, who is not a subject matter of Manas and Vak, who is beyond. If he is infinite, we have to use infinite tools to know him. Do we have infinite tools? We have a tool eye, there is a tool ear, there is a tool nose, there is another tool tongue. All these have only infinite power, finite power. I am able to see only till that. I do not know what is there outside. You can listen to me here. You would not know whoever talks a mile away. So, all our sensual organs have limited, finite power. Whereas Bhagavan has infinite, boundless glory. Can these finite tools comprehend an infinite power? It would not be possible. So Alavandar says, Guru Maha Katham Tvam Vayam. Upanishad says that Yato Vacho Nivartante Aprapya Manasasaha. Manasa Aprapya. Vacho Nivartante. Van Manas Agocharattam. To walk and to Manas, Bhagavan is Agochara, as is Mahalakshmi. So in the first verse, Alavandar said that Mahalakshmi has Paratvam, she is unparalleled, no one equal to her or no one superior to her. She is the queen of all of us. Similarly, she surrenders to Paramatma. She is an Ekona Sheshi. She is also so beloved to Paramatma that he does and nots any of her recommendations. With this, we conclude the first shloka. Pirati's Mahatmyam, her Paratvam, her greatness, which is never paralleled. Let us move on to the second shloka. Having said about the Paratvam of Mahalakshmi, how did she become so powerful? Where from she got this Paratvam? Being the queen of Sriman Narayana, as she is related intimately to Sriman Narayana, she has been blessed with all these powers, with virility and with her, all that she possesses. Narayana Sambandha Prayukta Paratvam. Please note these words. Narayana Sambandha Prayukta Paratvam. As she is intimately related to Narayana, she has all these powers. She has all these glories. Let us move on to the second shloka. Yasyaste mahimanam atmana iva tvad vallabhobi prabhu nalam matu niyattaya niravadin nityanukulam swataha tam tvam dasayiti prapanna cha stoshyamyaham nirbhayaha lokaikeshwari lokhanata dayite dante dayante vidan. O Mahalakshmi, I surrender to you. Please play the role of a mediator. I surrender to you. The second shloka talks about Purushakaratvam. I mentioned to you earlier. She now assumes the role of Purushakara. She does Purushakaratvam. She mediates. Why is there a necessity for mediation? Can we not go directly to Paramatma and request mukti from him? We can. If we go and stand before him, he sees all our blemishes. We have lot of doshas, papas. If Bhagavan cites them, then he wants us to punish. The right punishment to every dosha would be either a material agony pain, or a narakanubhava, or a difficult phase in life, or health hazard, health problem. There may be many punishments which Bhagavan would give. Instead, we go prostrate to Mahalakshmi. She now questions us. There is a little test which we have to take. She never accepts us directly. She questions. Yes, you have done all this, but can you confirm that you will abstain from all these misdeeds in future? If you can confirm, I will recommend your case. While you confirm, will you also take a vow that from today I will do only those things that pleases Bhagavan. I will abstain from everything that displeases him. If you are able to take that vow, I will recommend your case. So these are the two things. One, we must accept and confess all our faults. Two, We must accept that from tomorrow we will not touch, we will not commit, these things will not recur. And 3, whatever pleases Bhagavan, we will do that. Whatever displeases him, we will abstain from doing them. If we confirm these to Mahalakshmi, she in turn goes to Bhagavan. It is not easy convincing him. He is so furious. He takes account of all my blemishes. Then he talks to Mahalakshmi. He says, yes, you are right. You have come with a recommendation. Unfortunately, I have a set of rules. If I keep on forgiving people, then it will be taken for granted that whatever you do, go to Mahalakshmi, she will recommend, continue doing the same. So I am not willing to forgive these people. Let me punish them. Here is Shastra which tells for punishment. Here is Mahalakshmi's recommendation which requests Bhagavan to forgive. Now Bhagavan has to take a course. He will have to decide between the two. Idukku dharma sankatam nu per. Iduvun dharma, aduvun dharma. Nama dharma sankatamna lanjam vaanganuma, ponnu kalyanam pannuma. Rendla edu dharma sankatam nu nenichirupom. Idu dharma sankatam illa, idu adharma sankatam. Ena dharma sankatam is that confusion where you are not able to decide between two dharmas, this and the other. Both choices must be dharma. If you are not able to decide between these two choices, it is dharma sankatam. If one is adharma and the other is dharma, there is no choice at all. Appave adharmama edu irukko adu nama uttuda vendidhan. So here Bhagavan is in a dharma sankata. One way is the recommendation of Mahalakshmi. And in the other hand, he will have to look at his Shastra. There is a rule book which says one has to be punished for his sins. Bhagavan got confused. He requested Mahalakshmi, can you give me a solution? You are the problem creator now. Better you come with the solution. Left to me, I would have punished. Now since you recommend his case, give me a solution. Mahalakshmi thought for a while and request Paramatma, I have come with a solution. I will give you a solution. But will you listen to me? The only student who listens to Mahalakshmi is Narayana. No one else. Nammallam kettu povom maatamo theriyadu. Ava sonna kettunodu. Nammalvar oru vaasharathile Shivayan Thiruvinmanalan ennudai choodaludane nu solrar. It seems Mahalakshmi is conducting a pathashala where she has one student, Narayana. Enna kattu kudukuறார்னால் சொன்ன பேச்சு கேட்கணும். அதுதான் அவர் கத்துக்கிறார். So Mahalakshmi recommends the case. She comes up with a solution now. She says, yes, this person has committed so many sins. True. But now that he repents for all those sins and takes a vow that he will not repeat them in future, better forgive him. He came, surrendered to you. In that surrender, during that Sharanagati, he has accepted to abstain from all these misdeeds. To him who is a surrenderer, show your mercy. Let the recommendation be held there. Instead, if one does not want to surrender, having committed many sins, he never repents. He does not want to surrender. Then apply your rule book on him. If he does not surrender, apply your rule. If he surrenders, show mercy on him. It was too good for Paramatma. He said, yes, I accept this solution. இது ரொம்ப நன்னா இருக்கே. இது ஏன் எனக்கு இத்தனை நாள் தெரியாத போச்சு? மகாலட்சுமி சொன்னது நீ ஒழுங்கா படிக்கலையோ, சரியா படிச்சிருந்தா தானே அதுக்கு என்னென்னலாம் பதில்னு தெரியும். போ என்ன காரணம்னால், எந்த குழந்தையும் ரட்சிக்கிறதுல அப்பாவோட அம்மாவுக்கு தான் பொறுப்பு அதிகம். அதனாலதான் பகவானுக்கே தெரியாத வழி கூட பிராட்டிக்கு தெரிஞ்சு போய் சொல்லி. இப்போ so the last words of Mahalakshmi goes like this. She says, if he surrenders, forgive him, pardon him. If he does not surrender, then punish him. Bhagavan accepts and Purushakaratvam succeeds. Her mediation succeeds. This is the fundamental of Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya. That is why Nammalvar first prostrated. He surrendered to Mahalakshmi. Akalagillen, Irayimendru, Alarmel Mangai Uraimarva, Nigaril Puhadai, Ulaham Munnudayai, Annai Alvane. Akalagillen, Irayimenna, Alarmel Mangai. Alarmel Mangai is Mahalakshmi. He first surrenders to Mahalakshmi. Uraimarva, Nigaril Puhadai, Ulaham Munnudayai, Annai Alvane. Nigaril Amarar Munikkanangal Virumbum Thiruvengadatane. புகழொன்றில்லா அடியேன். I am a destitute. உன் அடிக்கீழ் அமர்ந்து புகுந்தேனே. You are my only repose. அமர்ந்து புகுந்தேனே. I unconditionally surrender to you. Now that I have the recommendation of Mahalakshmi, I hope you will accept my surrender. Bhagavan confirms the recommendation and accepts the surrender.